We are here right now on the 4100 block of Shreve. We are investigating an officer-involved shooting. This all began at around noon today. Our mobile reserve officers were in the area of Dr. King and Spring. It was there they would notice a car that had a traffic-related issue that they wanted to address the driver about. At that particular time, that vehicle fled from those officers. After they tried to pull the vehicle over, the vehicle fled, and they lost sight of the vehicle. We just so happened to have the Metro Air Support helicopter in the area, and so that the Metro Air Support was able to identify where that vehicle was going. So that would be a little bit south of here when they actually determined that the vehicle was slowing down in the area in the 4100 block of Shreve. So naturally, the mobile reserve officers converged into this area. They were able to identify the suspect as he exited the vehicle. The suspect, as they tried to engage, as they tried to speak with the suspect, he turned, he began to run, and he turned and fired a shot at the officer's direction. Both officers that were involved began exchange gunfire, return fire at the suspect, and then so by this time they're now at Shreve and Penrose, and this foot pursuit now goes a little west on Penrose and then through an alley where they end up taking the suspect into custody in the 4800 block of Bessie. The suspect did in fact have injuries to his hand and his arm. The pistol that he used was recovered. He was taken to an area hospital where he's listed in stable condition. The officers involved, one of them is 31 years old and has been on approximately 5 years. The other one is 35 years old and has been on approximately 8 years. Our Force Investigative Unit is conducting an investigation as we speak.
Either officer injured in any way?
Neither officer was injured in this incident.
Those injuries you mentioned, are those from gunfire?
Well, presumably so.
What was the nature of the traffic offense, and was there anything else was it more than traffic? Is he wanted for anything else the suspect he took into custody?
Yeah, so at the initial was traffic related, not sure exactly what traffic offense, but the initial stop the interest was a traffic related offense.
Was it a stolen car?
No, I'm just saying I don't know exactly what the traffic related offense was, but the initial contact, the desire to speak with the suspect was based on a traffic related offense. Like I said, So that's when the vehicle fled and the officers lost contact with the suspect. But the Metro Air Support was able to identify where the location was. And again, it all kind of converged in this area, maybe just south of here. And the mobile reserve officer was able to catch the suspect as he was coming out. He got out of the car. They encountered the person, but he started to run. They began to follow him a little bit. He turned and fired a shot at the officers. The officers returned fire.
He was by himself in his vehicle?
Now, that's not certain. I know that we believe that there could have possibly been another person involved, but this person was driving the vehicle.
Is this an adult male?
Yes, it's an African-American male, approximately 30 years old.
And you haven't been able to locate any other person that might have been in that car?
Yes, we have not been able to identify anyone else who might have been in the car.
As part of mobile reserve, are the officers in uniform or in plain clothes?
Yeah, they are in uniform, in marked vehicles.
Did you happen to know at this point, I'm sure you have identified this 30-year-old. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to release his name, but you know who he is. Have you been able to check and see if he was wanted for anything else?
Right. We're actually still trying to determine who exactly he is.
Okay.
You said you were stepping up these mobile reserve units during the summer months. Are these some of the officers that were assigned to that?
Not exactly sure if those were the same officers that have been kind of reassigned over here, but again, the mobile reserve effort, we're always beefing that up, particularly in summer months. There's oftentimes a higher occurrence of violent crime, and so they were in that area of Dr. King and Spring this day.
You said Metro Air Support. Is that police helicopter?
That is correct.
County?
That is correct.
Last question. Can you talk about the investigation right now, what stage it's in and where it goes from here?
Well, certainly they're at the early stages of it, and as the Force Investigative Unit always does, it'll be very thorough. They'll check everything they can to make this investigation complete and thorough.
Does the gunfire exchange happen here on this street, or did you say Penrose, the alley?
It started at Shreve and Penrose, and then it continued west on Penrose, then through the alley, and the suspect was taken into custody at Bessie and Shreve, a little bit west.
Is that the suspect vehicle under the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit sign?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I'm not going to turn around and look, but the suspect vehicle's in this area.
All right,
thank you.
Thank you.